Hi, my name is Brad and I am going to talk to you about some of the things you can expect to see in the upcoming PlayStation 4 title God of War. It's one of Sony's flagship series, so expectations are very high for this one. I'll try my best to talk as in-depth as I possibly can without giving too much away. So the first thing that you may have noticed in trailers for the game is that the landscape is very large in scale and the attention to detail in a lot of the surrounding scenery is very, very good. You can't really see it in the video that I'm showing you right now, but it's one of the first games that I have seen a huge difference when it switched to HDR mode, more so than in other games such as Horizon Zero Dawn.
Cheers, Temple.
Okay, so I wanted to show you some of the things that you can do in the menu. We can see Kratos and his son Atreus in this screen. First off, you can see Kratos' weapon, the Leviathan Axe. Those diamond-shaped slots underneath the weapon slot are for runic attacks, which give Kratos additional moves that he can do in the game. The one at the bottom is attributed to the axe handle itself, and it offers additional status boosts to Kratos depending on the handle used. Atreus' bow can also have a rune attached to it which summons spectral creatures. At the moment I have it set to summon spectral falcons, but there are other animals that Atreus can summon. Kratos' armor can also be customized. Throughout the game, Kratos comes across a number of shops that he can craft new armor or upgrade it. Here you can see that Kratos can change his chest, wrist and waist armor. Depending on the armor, it can come with sockets that give status boosts to Kratos, such as being more resistant to fire or poison, or giving him additional vitality or strength. That circular slot at the bottom is for talismans. They can give you an additional skill to Kratos that assists him in battle, such as slowing down while targeting or getting a quick burst of health. Again, Atreus' armor can be upgraded to make him shoot his arrows quicker or recharge his arrows quicker. His armor set isn't very complicated at all, and in this video I haven't actually upgraded him yet, as monsters tend not to focus on him too much in battle. Here you can see the skill trees. I won't show you the bottom sets of skills so as not to spoil anything, but you can just see how you can gain extra skills in both ranged and close combat with Kratos in this screen. As you can see, I've got different attacks such as Grinding Storm. You hold R1 for an axe attack that hits. There are also skills for Kratos when he is using his shield and his Spartan Rage. And finally, in the next screen, you will have both Magic Combat and Expert Combat. Aside from T-Work that I'm showing at the moment, the rest come later in the game, so I won't reveal the names of those ones. So in the map, it isn't as detailed as the likes of Horizon Zero Dawn or Breath of the Wild, as the game is an open world. The game is more along the lines of the Tomb Raider series, where there are a lot of connected areas, but you can only reach them in a linear path. When you select an icon and add it to your compass, there's an on-screen indicator that does assist Kratos when he's finding his way to that marker. Now I'm going to skip the goals page as it contains major spoilers for the game, but one of the things I really enjoyed about God of War was the Codex page. As the game progresses, Atreus learns more about Norse mythology and writes it down in his journal. Now the game has gotten me very interested in Norse mythology, and after doing some research I found that the majority of what the developers have put into the game has been reasonably accurate, with the exception of the fact that there is a Greek god running around Scandinavia, but I digress. Now I want to get into some of how the battles in the game work by showing you a few different styles of enemies I came across. You can see how Atreus shot his arrows at the wolf creature. There's a command in the game to help weaken the enemies. The arrows are effective for stunning enemies, which is where the red circle appears, and this is where Kratos can then effectively disembowel all of his foes. So look at that poor wolf creature, he didn't know what hit him. This next battle is against the standard enemy of the game, the Draga. Here I am using the axe more prominently. There are light and heavy attacks, and you can parry enemies with Kratos' shield. This last battle involves an ogre. These guys are a bit tougher than the usual enemies, and instead of the savage attack on them, I can ride the ogre for a bit to kill everything before getting it completely, as you'll see in a minute. Here we go. So I give him a bit of a heavy attack there and jump on his back, and off I go. Yeah, that was nice. You can also go into Spartan Rage mode, and which is mostly just bare knuckle brawling, but it tends to beat the living hell out of everything that you come across. And that is the end of our video. I hope that you have enjoyed it thus far, and the game comes out on April 20th, so check out the review on digitallydownloaded.net.